The Powerpuff Girls are MultiVersus Season 3 debut fighter. Hidden in their animations, movesets, and map are multiple references and callbacks to the original series. We are going to dissect them all, and it starts with their intro. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. This is a reference to the 1977 nursery rhyme, What Are Little Boys Made Out Of?, where boys are made from snips and snails and puppy dog tails, and girls are made from sugar, spice, and everything nice. And you can see this in MultiVersus as a profile banner in the Battle Pass. And the added ingredient, Chemical X, is seen as a signature perk. And once created, the girls strike their iconic pose, which is the same once you select the fighter. And when Blossom is the leader, if you perform your default taunt, it will look remarkably similar to their one in their intro and outro. And the background being shown behind them is the same that is used as a banner in the Season 2 Battle Pass. Alright, let's talk about their movesets, because I believe Play It First has slapped once again, creating a moveset that feels very in tune to the character. All of their moves feel so fun and joyful, quick and springy like little girls should be, zipping across your screen with their superpowers. It's very clever being able to switch between the girls and each having their own unique powers, each being a callback to different episodes, like Blossom's Ice Breath from Season 1 Episode 16, where she saves the day from a fiery meteor, or Bubbles' Shout, being used in the Season 2 debut to incapacitate Princess, and Buttercup's eye beams being used in various different episodes, which isn't even a unique ability to her, which has been shown in various different episodes from all the girls. So although Buttercup's eye beams aren't unique to her, she is the strongest among the three, which is referenced in the show's outro, labeling Buttercup as the best fighter. This is then translated into MultiVersus by having her do the most damage and knockback. Bubbles being the weakest and moving the fastest, although isn't 100% true in the show, when motivated she definitely can't keep up with the rest of them. Their dash attack has them performing cartwheels, which is actually called the Acrobat Assault. In the show, the girls first performed this move against the Rowdy Rough Boys in their debut episode in Season 1 Episode 23. And don't worry, we'll talk about those Rowdy Boys in a second. In Season 2, the riffs actually reference the Powerpuff Girls, as Bugs mentions the Special Hero Hotline, which is used by the mayor to contact the girls. This is then reflected in their moveset as the leader answers the phone while the other two speed off side to side. The hotline is also shown in the background of one of the riffs. Next to the hotline is an octopus, which is Bubbles' stuffed toy, Octi. First featured in the episode Evil Octi, the stuffed toy would try to manipulate Bubbles, but it turns out to be a new villain, him. That's what they call him. He is so evil, so conniving, so villainous, downright diabolical, that even his name would send shivers down your spine. Let's jump over to the map, and boy, does this map have so much detail. Starting with the obvious, Mojo Jojo flying around the map in his saucer with his evil laboratory in the background. In fact, if you look at a lot of these buildings, Townsville Mall, the museum, Malp's Market, the bank, even the one Chinatown building from the Season 1 finale is all the way in the background. They're all straight from the show. A couple hidden things you probably didn't notice was in the clock tower, you can see occasionally him's face will appear while fighting, which could actually be a reference to the Season 2 episode Speed Demon, where the girls run so fast they go 50 years into the future, where him has taken over. So him being inside the clock is a subtle nod towards that episode. And I never noticed how authentic this map truly is to the original series. Even having a little banner unveiling the Anubis statue in front of the museum, which was actually stolen by Mojo Jojo in the series debut. Which is why when you're fighting, he busts out the Anubis statue and turns you into dogs like he does in the show. Oh my goodness, they're cooking. I thought it was like a funny joke, aha, Rain Dog is useless, similar to Rick's ability. But there truly are layers within this game if you're willing to look. Miss Bellum can also be seen walking inside Town Hall. She's the mayor's secretary, and to be honest, she does mostly everything for him. And she's often the voice of reason on the show, giving the girls helpful advice. I also found out while writing this, her name is a reference to the word cerebellum, the part of the brain focused on motor functions, which is also referenced in her design. Ain't that clever? Okay, back to the video. You see this cockroach? Yes, this little roach. You probably never noticed while getting slapped by Jack's side specials. Well, this is a reference to the Season 1 episode Insect Inside, where cockroaches take over Townsville, led by one single intelligent cockroach. So that's him. And over to the side, you can see a cat in the park from the Season 1 episode Catman, where this cat hypnotizes the girl's father, the professor, into building a cat ray to make cats the superior beings. Man, there are a lot of species in the show that really want to take over humans. In the end, the cat was defeated, so it looks like somebody let them down. Couple more pickle references with the pickle stand and billboard, two separate dog billboards referencing the talking dog, who is also from the show, and yes, can talk. Speaking of dogs, you can see an Anubis not only on the stage, but also as a Rift Gem in the event tab. Alright, let's talk variants. Their Dynamo skins are from the Season 1 Oh No Dynamo episode, where they use an Ultraman Gundam to take down a giant kaiju, which ends up destroying the town anyways. I can't wait for that map to become available because it happens a lot. And then we have the Rowdy Rough Boys, what we're all here for, the complete opposite of the girls. The boys debuted in the Season 1 episode, made from armpit hairs, snails, and puppy dog tails. Mixed in a cauldron of shit, an explosion is formed when they were created, and this is even the same as when the boys are selected. But their designs weren't taken from this episode, it was taken from the Season 5 episode 9 where they made their return with longer and more distinguished hair. While fighting the boys in their first and second encounter, the girls unleashed a new attack. This new attack had them joining hands and spinning their bodies in the air, which the boys then copy. This is of course their neutral air. Some other fun things I noticed while watching the show was a reference to Batman, where the Powerpuff Girls berate Princess for not having no powers, but Princess makes a call on Batman as a character who doesn't have any powers except the power of being rich.
Oh yeah, tell that to Batman.
Which is a neat nod because the first hero the girls encounter when entering MultiVersus is Batman, and for some reason they just had an inclination to trust him. In fact, Powerpuff Girls also makes references to Tom and Jerry and a possible fighter coming into MultiVersus, Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, who can be seen sleeping during nap time. Look, I know I made the same call out for Ed, Edd and Eddy with Marvin the Martian, but trust me, I got it this time. If you're curious about Marvin the Martian references or any other references, watch this video. That's all the references I got for this video. If you want me to do references for any other fighter, comment them down below, and as always, be mighty.